Greetings and salutations, my good friends. This is, of course, the Crypto Investigator, Light Liger here, as always. And today we got ourselves a pretty big investigation because the scope of it in terms of how many projects are involved is absolutely massive. And there's so many things to look at, and it's impossible. It will take weeks to go through all of this. So what this video will be doing is just scratching the surface, and it's very late night at here, but I really felt that I want to push this video out and save certain investors money before all hell is loose. So today we're going to be talking about UF MoonBeam and the UF Mafia, which, well, running out a lot of scams. So we're going to be looking at one of my people who have been working on my investigator team. Shout outs to him and all the people that have worked me, the developers, everybody else. There has been a team that has been looking into a lot of these, and this is not compiled by me. This is done by one guy, basically. He went through all of these wallets, all of these projects that are basically being cloned. YFI Moon, UFO Trade, DeFi Gold, UF King, UFO Trade, so many of these, and all of these are happening on Biz, on 4chan, and sometimes they put it on the Reddit moonshots as well, and this is massive, the amount of projects. And also what they do is they take the names and try to duplicate ones to the Etherscan as well, and I'm going to link all of this down below so you can look at it yourself. And there's so much of information, and we don't just have the time to go through all of this, but as you can see, it's pretty massive, and so much projects are recorded here, and their wallets. And how is this everything linked? Well, this is not the UF Mafia. There's probably, I want to say there's 5 core groups in Biz who keep copying the model, spamming it over and over again. And I'm just saying, don't invest in anonymous teams. Don't invest teams that don't have a GitHub. Don't invest in teams that don't have a GoingGecko listing and all these basic stuff that you would expect from any legitimate project. And, you know, you can look at all of this yourself, but as you can see, it's massive. And this is just like part of it, okay? There's probably a lot more of these, which we just haven't been able to find yet. So let's kind of jump into kind of the recent things. So we had Yearn Gold, basically the guy run off with the money, bought a nice car with the investors' money. At least he left with a style. Moving on, we also had the U-Fuel also exiting, basically. Yeah, and that dropped like 95%, or what was it, basically. But UF MoonBeam, that's our main target here, and all the partners that are around it. And we believe that this is actually the same people that did HutchDAO. That's what we actually believe right now. There are certain sources that have supported this story. As I said, there's thousands of Etherscan addresses probably involved in this whole thing, and there's only so much time. I just thought that it would be best to do a preliminary review on this project and all the, you know, related projects, so people can make their decision, right? And we can later on come out with a lot more evidence once we have the time, and we maybe know also the culprit, and maybe we also have a way to catch him. We're very close to that. And basically what is looking at in this website, it looks pretty nice, right? But the problem here is, number one, the GitHub that they have linked, kind of inexistent. And no team whatsoever. And, well, we're going to be looking into the other stuff in a second, obviously. So let's go into the very evidence here. So first of all, there was the post by HutchDAO. I mean, about that HutchDAO UF MoonBeam is run by the same people. There was an endorsement from a YouTuber known as Wolf. It's this guy. I'm not the Wolf. And basically, he endorsed this project on Twitter. And it seems that he also was endorsing Hatch. There was some type of an evidence, which hasn't been presented. So this is alleged as of right now. There's also some exact text and paragraphs. Whoever wrote this, please contact me and elaborate on these things, because this is not as substantiated as of right now, but this is a claim that has been established right now. Let's move on into the evidence. So we have another person coming from the team that's saying that the UF MoonBeam is run by UFM Moonshot people, and well, there you can see the logs yourself, and this is between the UF Moonshot is the one that is auditing. It's auditing the UF MoonBeam basically, and then there's the UF Gamma, which is also part of this whole thing. And we actually believe UF Gamma, UF MoonBeam, and also UF Moonshot are all the same people. Exhibit C, we have the UF Moonshot C here, and UF MoonBeam. Now look at the actual pinned messages. They just switched the rockets to suns. Official links is exactly the same order, except the other one doesn't have. Actually, they have GitHub, both of them. And then you see the general housekeeping, also very similar. English only, no spam. If this is not like from the same fucking team, look guys, like I don't know, if you don't believe this, I don't know what to tell you. I also do want to mention that this logo is not even custom. I was able to find it from Google, so this is definitely not a custom made logo. It's stolen. Some people obviously don't care about that shit, but I do as an artist. Moving on, there's also Penn, aka the CEO of Lit Protocol, provided the information that they would be unwilling to do the liquidity locking through Lit. And why wouldn't you? You would A, get a lot of press, B, you would ensure the people that there's some type of insurance in place, that there will be no rug pull on the project, right? And I've investigated Lit before, and I've said that they have their problems, but far as I know, their contracts are good and they do what they're supposed to do, lock the funds. So why was this declined down? It's a very dubious, then they can reply to that. Next up, we also have an account, which seems to be one of the moderators or one of the developers. And look at the account, what he's been receiving. UF Beam, UF MoonBeam, UF Beam, UF Gamma, UADEX, and Generation. We can look at the Etherscan address. UBEST, UDEX, UF Beam, Generation of Field, UMAX. It's this is probably one of the key accounts that has been dumping or being part of all of these scams currently. Might be a promoter, I don't know who, but a lot of these tokens which are revolving around, and this is one of the Etherscan things we found out. Next up, this is the overall picture. We believe this was posted to somebody on Biz, that he believes all of them are. I mean, the logos are basically all the same with the UF Beam, and this is the UF Beam website, which is obviously copied. This one, this is 100% a fucking scam. They don't have a GitHub. They have basically nothing here stated on the website. There's only Telegram link, Twitter, and Medium link. And we're going to be showing you another website in just a second. And this one is also copied. This was actually the previous design of the website, and I guess they wanted to change it so they would have two different scams which would be operating at the same time and leeching the money from the investors. And remind, all of these teams are anonymous. All of them are anonymous. You can make the fucking claims. They make things like, look at this fucking... Who writes this shit? Where is it again? Who founded the UPeam? A multidisciplinary team of developers, who, by the way, don't have fucking any prior records, no GitHub profiles, nothing. Every fucking developer that has been in space for a long time uses a pseudonym. We don't expect them to have their real name, but everybody has a pseudonym. I have a pseudonym. A lot of the Ethereum developers, which are real, by the way, have pseudonyms. They have GitHub profiles, which you can look on the projects that they have worked so far. I haven't seen any of this with UF MoonBeam. And then we have the Moon UFI, which is another one. So all of these three projects talk about Polkadot integration, all this bullshit, and this is also exactly looking like the same website as in here. This is, look at this. It's almost identical. And the thing is, the MoonBeam is the actual project, and it's open source. Let's see, it's Polkadot, I think. Yeah, here. So this is the real project. And so if you're going to be investing in something good, not a financial advice, this is the real one. This is, they copied all of this shit. And this is the real project. And even if those other ones weren't scam, why wouldn't you invest in the original project that has a transparent team, real GitHub and real project available that you can use, and roadmaps and everything? So, I mean, I haven't like fully investigated them, but there's a lot more here, which you can actually verify and look at. Moving back, seems to be a UDEX, seems to be their current thing that they're shilling on Biz, and we believe it's also part from the team because YF MoonBeam has been caught up in lies a couple of times already. What do we have next? This is the UF Moonshot website, and this is the DNS info. Oh, by the way, I forgot this. UF Moonshot, UF MoonBeam, same name servers. Yeah, same name servers. And same registration company. And I mean, it's possible to have the both, but I mean, the chances here, let's be honest, are kind of slim. So yeah, these are run by the same people. Also, the UF Beam network is on GoDaddy, and also Moon UFI network are on GoDaddy. But these two actually have different name servers, so I don't know what's up with there. And this is the UDEX. Looks extremely unprofessional website in my opinion. So the end of the verdict is a lot of shady shit, and a lot of people have already come forward with information, and there's a lot more. We're just digging, and I wanted to have a warning video so people can do their own investigation on this shit. But it's on Biz, and that's that should already tell you quite a lot about is Project Legend or not. But no offense to a lot of the cool people in Biz, obviously, because they have loved my work on exposing these scams. But, if you want more evidence, you can come to talk to me on Telegram. If you have more evidence, drop me an email at lightliger@protomail.com, or just drop me a DM on Twitter and I will be looking at it. But I'm just going to be telling you guys, this is, if not least, a scam fucking shady at this point. And I believe they're going to be, pulling the rug very, very soon. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys on the next video. Cheers.